Movement of the people. Exodus. Movement of the people. Bob Marley had it, boy. Bob Marley was trying to tell us. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Exodus. Movement of the people. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, and welcome to Coffee Talk. And I am just reading this morning, and hello, Kelly. I am reading this morning and just thinking about a lot about what we spoke about yesterday, and I am reading National Geographic's 50 most influential figures of the Bible. And just been thinking a lot about what we spoke about yesterday in regards to eye for an eye, because there are there's a lot of ways eye for an eye is referenced in the Bible, but two very distinct ways that eye for an eye is discussed and explained. Does Michael bring you Starbucks on the weekends? No. I was thinking about this, and I thought, what a better day of the week than Sunday to discuss what God was trying to tell us. I think this could be educational for some of us, because not everybody knows what it was that God was trying to say. Yes, the influencers of BC. That is so funny. Old Testament influencers. Hey, Moses, hey, what's your Instagrams? Okay, so anyway, I want to explain something. In BC, when Moses was tasked with taking millions of Jews across the desert away from the Pharaoh. So imagine spending months in the desert with the entire population of Chicago. Think about a 3-month camping trip with the entire population of Chicago and being responsible for all of those people. God has tasked Moses with getting the entire population of Chicago across the desert. There had to be some order, okay? Millions of people are bound to be irritable, hungry, tired, annoyed. Some wanted revenge, some just wanted freedom, some wanted sleep. There were women who were pregnant. There were animals that they were moving. Let me explain to you about eye for an eye in Exodus. When the Bible in BC, the Old Testament, refers to eye for an eye, what it says is, if 2 men are fighting and a woman is injured and her baby arrives prematurely, this is an example. If there is no harm to the baby, then one man must give the other man what the other man requests. Okay? I don't know what they had in the desert, but whatever they had. If one man and another man are fighting and a pregnant woman is accidentally hit and the baby comes and there is injury to the wife or the baby, then it is eye for an eye, meaning whatever loss that man has suffered, the other man must recoup, give him. It is not literally in Exodus eye for an eye, meaning you've killed someone, so now I kill you. No way And nowhere in the Old Testament or the New Testament does God instruct or advise actual eye for an eye. Meaning, if you kill somebody, we kill you back. It is all about restitution. It is all about justice. Whatever justice was defined in BC, in the Old Testament, that's, different. Eye for an eye in Exodus also refers to animals. If you kill my animal, you have to give me 2 animals back. Eye for an eye. That kind of thing. But let's talk about Matthew. Let's talk about when Jesus comes. Something about the name Jesus, right? So now we're in the New Testament, and eye for an eye comes up again, right? You want to know why? Because for the first time, people had somebody telling them that there was somewhere better to go after life. And that the way to get there was to resist everything we had known as human beings from Adam and Eve until now. All the awareness, all the anger, all the resentment, all the jealousy, all the envy. And we had the commandments and we had all that shit up until that point. We knew what the Deuteronomies and all that stuff said back in the day. Moses had been telling us about the 10 Commandments since, all the way back A1 from day one. Okay. So when Jesus came, he was like, all right, the commandments weren't enough. So now I am here. Right. And people kept challenging Jesus's spirit in that he kept saying, like, if they come at you ugly, meet them with love and move on. And people were like, nah, okay, Jesus, we got to talk about this. So what you're trying to tell me is that somebody can come at me ugly. Somebody could come at me nasty and I'm supposed to meet them with love. I'm supposed to come at them with healing. I'm supposed to come at them with patience. I'm supposed to pray for these people? Nah, Jesus, you're tripping, right? And Jesus was like, no, I'm telling you, like, this is the way. I'm telling you, like, I know where we're going and this is the way. Like, this is the yellow brick road. And people wanted to know, what about an eye for an eye? And Jesus said, no. When someone smacks you, you give them the other cheek. Matthew is very specific about Jesus's teaching about an eye for an eye, because boy, if I didn't do a deep dive yesterday, went out and got me a damn piece of biblical propaganda here. I would be an awesome Sunday school teacher. I don't know about that, but thank you. But I just really wanted to have a full understanding. During Exodus, which literally means take these people and get out of Dodge, right? Exodus. Moses was taking millions of people across the desert. He needed some kind of system to say, hey, guys, remember the burning bush? That was God. He doesn't want you killing each other, hurting each other, or taking each other's animals. So there needs to be some sort of law system as we move. Right? Totally different in eye for an eye. It was about property. And Matthew, eye for an eye, was about your person. It was about your spirit, your feelings, right? And so basically, what the Bible tells us is that when it comes to property, there should be laws in place to protect property. That is why we have things like restitution. Restitution is essentially Exodus. It is what Moses tells us. It is what the Bible tells us in Exodus. restitution. If you steal from me, you must restore what you stole from me. That is eye for an eye. So if you steal from Walmart, you must pay restitution. It's the same thing from Exodus. We took the laws from the Old Testament. They became laws, canon laws, back in the old days. Those laws just matured and followed us along. And it's like, if you kill my dog, you must pay me the value of my dog. That is still our law. Exodus applies to us today. Matthew, why no church and state? Because we are a country founded on the freedom of religion. Restitution is not religious. It stems from the Bible because that was the first book of law, but it has those were Jews. Remember, Old Testament, restitution, Exodus, Jews. So what? Christians should not be bound by restitution? Come on now. Y'all know the answer. Don't be combative just to be combative. Laws have nothing to do with religion. You can be Muslim, Jewish, Christian, pagan, whatever you want. Laws are taken from the Old Testament because the Old Testament was a book of laws. That's it. And they were all Jews. So if we want to go by like church and state and religion and all that stuff, then we would say Christians are not bound by laws because laws come from Old Testament and everybody there was Jewish. Silly, right? God bless America and thank you for the freedom of religion here. Okay, Karen says, thank you. This has helped me put a few things in perspective this morning. Well, I appreciate that. It helped me put some things in perspective too, which is why I decided to share it with you. Not all of us can get to church on Sunday, and by no means am I saying this is church, but at least it makes you think. So, when you get to an eye for an eye on your feelings, you get into the teachings of Jesus. Jesus was not here to teach us law. He was here to spread the word of God, to show us a better way to act with each other. Oh, no, Lee. Some of us know nothing about religion or Bibles. Okay, I apologize. That's not what I meant. I meant the challenge on church and state when you're talking about the Old Testament is a difficult one because there were no Christians then. Everybody was Jewish because that was it. Okay, fair enough, Lee, and I do appreciate you listening. Jesus did not come to teach laws because Jesus believed that the laws had already been taught. He knew the 10 Commandments had come down. He knew that Moses had freed the slaves. He knew all of that had already happened. So at that point, it was trying to reach people that were not living their best lives. And Jesus is a physical representation of grace, of forgiveness, of love, of patience. Jesus was just a human form to meet people where they were. He was created specifically, right? Specifically to say, okay, you need more. You need more than just what I have provided for you. You need more than just Noah, acts of miracles, flooding. So God created Jesus as a physical representation of love, patience, grace. Jesus is those things. It is literally it's like if you took love and patience and grace and all of those things and you made it human, and then you sent it into the world to try to show people that you could live that way. And there were people that were very attracted to that. There will always be people attracted to good, just like there will always be people attracted to evil, unfortunately. I think there is a lot of, do you think people are capable of living their best lives without Jesus? Yes, I do. Absolutely. I don't think you need to believe in Jesus to be a good person. What Jesus has done for me personally is provided a mirror, an accountability, a love that never leaves me. So when I don't believe in myself, when I struggle with myself, when I step back into old habits, when I become somebody I don't like, when I'm personally not the best version of myself, I mirror my relationship with God. And I say, if God was here, if Jesus was here today, am I somebody he would want as a disciple, as a follower? Would he be proud of me? Would he go like, hey, Jamie's on my team? Or would he go, I'm good. You can stay where you are. Like, I'm going to hang out with Peter and Paul over here, and you just stay over there on your own side. And metaphorically, like, I do that as a check-in for myself. I think Jesus has helped me live my best life because I always feel like I have somebody rooting for me to be better. Because let's be honest, y'all, Exodus is easy. Exodus is easy. Eye for an eye, Exodus. I won't kill your dog. I won't steal your shit. Eye for an eye in Exodus. I got you. Moses, we are straight. I'm going to follow you through the desert, and I am going to not kill your animals and not take your shit, because I don't need to steal. Like, I'm good. So when the Old Testament talks about eye for an eye, I'm straight there where I struggle and I stumble and I hurt and I have self-doubt and I really got to work for it, is eye for an eye in Matthew. When somebody smacks you, turn the other cheek. Hold on now, Jesus, we got to talk about this. He's very clear. He's very clear. He is a representation of the best of what human beings, like humanity, can be. He is the top, right? If he's a 10, right? If he's a 10, this is why I wear my cross this way. Because I'm still on my journey. I'm like a 3. Y'all saw me come out of my face yesterday. I might have been a 1. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not trying to, by the way, I'm not trying to sell anybody on Christianity. I'm just talking about eye for an eye, period. You could be Jewish and get this. You could be anything. You could be atheist and understand the concept of eye for an eye and understand that in one place, they're talking about property, and in another place, they're talking about person, right? So for me, I struggle with Matthew. Like, okay, Jesus, like every single thing, but they called me names. Well, meet them with love. Well, they said bad things to say about, yes, Chris, he holds me accountable. Oh, Chris, when I tell you I had no accountability, Chris, I'm talking about zero accountability. None. You couldn't tell me shit. Like, I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do, and I don't care who it hurts, and I don't care what. Ooh, I was, bleh. Y'all would not have liked me. So where Jesus has made an impact in my life is that eye for an eye in Matthew. I was not somebody who struggled with eye for an eye in Exodus. There are people who struggle with that, who steal, who hurt other people's property and things like that, and they're on a different journey, right? I'm straight with that. I don't have a compulsion to steal or take people's property or damage things. That's not my cross to bear. My cross to bear is the whole eye for an eye when they hurt me business. When my feelings were hurt. That's when I need to lean on Jesus and go like, I'm gonna need you to talk a little louder, friend, because what'd you say? I'm supposed to turn the other cheek? I'm struggling here, sir. So, and listen, by the way, I believe, and this is just my belief, but I believe that God or Jesus knows this. I'm not telling him anything new. When I'm like, oh, Lord, I don't know if I can do it. He knows. That's why he's there. It's like when you're teaching your children to ride a bike and you're running alongside it and they're like, I can do it. And you're like, yeah, I know, but I'm going to just stay here in case you fall over. That's Jesus. That Jesus is our training wheels. He's not there to make the decisions for us. He's not there to he's not riding the bike for us. He's just the training wheels. When we start to do this on the bike, right? He just, whoop, 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 whoop. There you go. You're okay. I got you. Because I'll tell you what, I do this shit a lot. I struggle a lot with that. I mean, sometimes daily. I'm just going to keep it 100. Sometimes daily. I'm trying to ride the bike and I'm just all over the place. And sometimes I worry that Jesus is going to be like, listen, girl, we've been at it a long time. You're just not getting it. Jamie, you're just not getting it. And Andrea says, I need to know what I'm supposed to do when they slap the other cheek. I don't want to be a doormat. You see, Jesus does not require you to be a doormat. You are allowed, in fact, encouraged by Jesus to depart from them with love. I wish you nothing but the best. Jesus went from town to town spreading his message. And when people were like, nah, we don't feel you, he was like, okay. And to the ones that did, he said, come on, walk with me. All we can do is bring the message to people to be better and treat people better. And if they don't want to, we cannot force them. Jesus is the training wheels. He's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still got to ride the bike yourself. God did not send Jesus to die to do the work for us. That I could tell you right now. Because if that was the case, Jesus would still be here. He would be like omnipotent, And I think I still want you to eat, just not at my table. The Last Supper only had but 12 people. Could you know what I'm saying? Like, even Jesus knew his limit. Like, okay, this is how many people I can actually rock with. So, you're not required to take everybody with you. Chris says, I struggle with the way people have so many interpretations of the same message. Well, that's with anything. Ask 10 people to define love, and you'll get 10 different answers. Jesus represents different things to different people. It doesn't dilute who and what he is for us. It just means he's training wheels for me. That's what he is for me. Michael does not go and get me coffee every day. Y'all, we got to stop this narrative. Michael makes me a cup of coffee in the morning. This is true. He is lovely. I go to Starbucks drive-thru most mornings. This is yesterday's coffee. I got 2 yesterday, and that's typically what I do on Saturdays. I buy 2, I keep 1 in the refrigerator, and I reheat it on Sunday. That is what I do. Michael loves me, but he is not going out to get Starbucks every day. That's not real. Anyway, we don't have to beat a dead horse, because that would be injury to animal, and that would be Exodus, eye for an eye, and then I would owe you a horse. See? But just a reminder that, oh, I love you, Shelley. Just a reminder that my relationship with God and Jesus is what saved me. They call it being saved for a reason. I was drowning and Jesus saved me. Some people say, what if Jesus isn't real? Okay. I'm better for believing in something. If Jesus isn't real, who cares? If I am a better person because I believe in something that holds me accountable, who cares if it isn't real? People say to me all the time, you believe in something that there's no proof, there's no evidence. Okay. That does not bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't bother me. If Jesus isn't real, cool. If he is real, cool. It's just a gauge in which I measure the way I meet other people and how I treat them and how I raise my children. Period. My kids were like, is there any proof Jesus is real? And I said, do you believe he is real? Yes, there it is. That's it. I believe in miracles, not because Whitney and Mariah told me to, but because I do. Because I've witnessed miracles before. And I believe that I don't know. I just do. I choose to see things as proof. I listen to the tales and stories of people who have died and come back to life. And I believe their accounts. And if they're lying, thank you. Honestly, thank you for giving me hope that there is a heaven and a space without suffering. And I told you that my friend's pastor told her that though she misses Beck in his human form so much, if she could call heaven and ask Beck to come home, he would say no. That he is in the most beautiful, peaceful, loving place he's ever been in. And please, can I stay here, Mom? And I'll see you when you get here. I believe that. I just believe that. I want to believe that. That's my choice. If it isn't real, if we die and curious if you consider yourself religious or spiritual, does it matter to you? I consider myself religious. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just answering your question. I am religious. I believe, Ashley Lewis, you caught that, right? People who stay close to God still sin. Me. Did you see me and my behavior yesterday? Did you all see me lose my shit yesterday, the language I used, the anger in which I met that person who challenged me, that is not what Jesus wanted for me at all. He was going like this. She's doing it again. I was like this on the bike, and Jesus was going, oh me, oh my. Do you believe in spirits? Oh, yes, I do. Anyway, so I only share this with you because we did speak about eye for an eye yesterday, and there was some well, I know that I do not apologize for what I was defending yesterday, but I don't have to. Do you regret what you said to her? No, I don't regret what I said at all. What I need to do is find a way to meet people with the same passion without your message can get lost in your delivery. We've talked about that before, right? So if I'm just screaming and cursing, well, Elsa Garcia, if you watch yesterday's video in the last 10 minutes, you'll know what it was. My point is that delivery is everything. And if you allow people to trigger you to the point that your delivery is so off that people don't receive your message, then you might as well be speaking to nobody. So while some people received my message yesterday, there were many people who did not receive my message because of the way I delivered it. And I truly want to be a vessel for change. And I cannot be a vessel for change if I am screaming and cursing. Look, half of you are like, I'm going to watch it. Okay, well, Lee Robertson goes, I loved when you took off your shoe. Helen, utter nonsense. Great. I was speaking from my heart. My delivery was off. That's all I'm saying. Jesus was, if I you know how like your teachers used to get evaluated, the principal would come sit in the back of the class and evaluate. If Jesus was watching yesterday's coffee talk, he would have said, okay, Jamie, let's start at the beginning. While I appreciate your passion and I have called you to love your neighbors and your brothers and sisters as I love you, I have also asked you to spread my message in a way in which it can be received. Jamie, is there a way that you can speak to people without screaming and cursing like a lunatic? And then I would say, Lord, I really want to, and I try, Lord, but this was a bad day. The video, yesterday's video was not saved on Instagram. Unfortunately, it wasn't saved. Perhaps that was Jesus's way of going, nope, y'all ain't watching this shit. It was saved on Facebook. If you want to go over to Facebook, you can watch it. Here's the thing. I'm not going to make excuses. It's been a very rough month for me. But I don't, if I can't extend grace, I don't deserve grace, right? So like, if I'm out here like, it has been a very rough month for me, but still, I need to try to do better. Because when you allow people to bring you down to their level, then then basically the devil sits back and goes, aha, look at this fool. She's all the way down in the sewers. And Katie Crump Jones says, you were used today to confirm resolution and understanding I need to seek from someone who wronged me with love and desire to truly know where the individual's hurt came from and to make peace. Well, that is all I can, that's all I can hope for. Someone said, would you say that was the old Jamie? Oh, yeah. What you saw yesterday was the way Jamie used to meet everybody in Matthew, not Exodus. I did fight this girl over a mascara one time, but that's a story for another time. She stole my mascara, but it was a whole gaslighting thing. So like by the time I found out about the mascara, she had to get beat up. But anyway, that was old Jamie. Yes. Because I just think that I have allowed the emotional weight of the last month to, I don't know. Anyway, I just thought I'd share this with you because not everybody understands. I didn't understand what God really meant for eye for an eye, because I was like, there's some, anyway. Chris said, you definitely have to tell us at some point about this mascara fight. Maybe I'll just do a one-time coffee talk. Old Jamie, this is who I used to be. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's about me and wanting to be better. And I can't ask Jesus to show up for me every day if I am showing up the way I showed up yesterday. Because that's not asking him to be my training wheels. That's asking him to carry me, Lord. Like, you got to carry me. Judas was Jesus's eye for an eye. Yeah, maybe. In the way that Jesus received him, he dismissed him, not with anger, but with love. And okay, anyway, if you need something to do today, please listen to the Tell Me What to Do podcast. Tell Me What to Do on secrets and lies. Every time I want to share with you all the vitamins, look, y'all think I'm playing. The dog goes to sleep right in front of my door. Like he doesn't want me to get out. Ooh. Thank you, Damiana. I appreciate that. Please do listen to the Tell Me What to Do podcast. Please, please, please. It would mean so much to me. If I have ever done anything for you, please do that for me. All right. I love you guys so much today. Have a great, great day.